Hi, this is Sue with Creations by Sue, and today I'm going to show you how to put a name on a backpack using the Durkee easy frames and saving on stabilizer by reusing it many times to put the names onto these bags. But first of all, here's some bags that I have already done. I got these bags for a really good deal, and I'm making them for a party that's coming up for a little girl, or two little girls. So anyway, these are some bags that I've done, and I still have to trim the back of them, the inside of them, but what I wanted to show you is how I hoop these on this easy frame. Whoops, we're getting stuck on the machine there. And I'm going to be stitching them out. I've been stitching them out on my Brother PR1055X, and I plan to do that with these also. I am going to be using this little Supa clip machine. This is the box of clips, and there you can see the name of the machine that I use. I found that on Amazon. Alright, so let's get started on how to hoop this. I have this bag marked with a snowman sticker, and I actually do not use the camera for this. I just do my own placement by moving the needle around on the machine. But I like the sticker because it fits perfectly inside of this little spot, and so it's really easy to center. So then I put the bag onto this easy frame, and I've got the 7x5 in there, and you can see that I've already used this area and this area, and I've retaped that area. And so I'm gonna pull this up to the top more because this is actually the last bag that I need to do, and need to get it where I could put some more stabilizer behind that sticky stabilizer to support it, but I'm not doing that because I don't need to use this bottom part. And then I'm just going to press that on there, make sure it's straight. And I made sure that this is nice and tight around that bar. And then, whoops, I've got that upside down. You need to put the clip machine on there and press down. I'm going to use my leg for leverage here. There, that should have clipped. Okay, that worked, good. And then I do the other side. So I've got the other side nice and tight. Clipping this down. There we go. It should be, nope, it's wanting to come up again. I don't know why it's doing that. Because it was working good prior to making a video. There, that time it stayed on. Okay, well, I think you'll find this to be easier when you do it yourself and you're not videoing, because it does work well normally. So there it is, all set to go. And then when you put it on the machine, make sure that this part is open and underneath the machine arm, because I'll show you what happened when I wasn't careful about that. This was my oops bag. I had it all done and went to take it off the hoop, and it would not come off. That's because I stitched through both sides. I was not careful about making sure that it was over this arm correctly. So I will go ahead and put the other bag onto the machine and show you that once I have it on. Here it is all hooked onto the machine. I'm making sure that the bottom of the bag is below that arm like I talked about. And then I will just work on positioning it here by moving my controls on my screen. So I will zoom out so you can see me doing that. Instead of zooming out, because then you won't be able to see the screen very well on this one, these are the buttons that I'm going to use right here to just get that needle centered on the snowman. And once I have that done, then I just will press embroidery and go ahead and embroider this. But I'll get it centered and I'll show you where it's at. So what I do when I'm trying to make sure it's centered is I actually take this first needle. I make sure the machine is set to the first needle. And I pull this little guy, the presser foot, down for that first needle. And then I center it within that bottom part of the snowman there. And I look this way at the line, and then I go to the side of the machine and I look that way. You, of course, could use your snowman sticker if you prefer to do that. You could use your camera, but on this project, I'm just using the sticker as placement for me to do it manually. And I'll show you how to move the needle just in case you're not sure how to do that. So to move your needle to like needle number 1, you go to this little icon, the third design over with the 2 arrows on an arrow on either side, I should say, and 2 needles on the left side, and press that. And there's all your needles. So I have number 1 chosen, and that's why it's on needle number 1. So you can choose any needle you want to put it at for your tracing, but number 1 is always suggested. The last thing I'll do is make sure that this is not going to hit the hoop. So I'm going to press this button, and then I can press each of these to show exactly where the needle will land and make sure that this is not going to hit the hoop. The needle will not hit the hoop. And you can watch it move. Goes over quite a ways, but it's not going to hit the hoop, so that's good, because here's needle number 1 showing that. Make sure it's not going to hit on the other side. We're plenty of room here. And then if you want to look at where it's going to land on the top, you can press the top button I showed you, and then the bottom, and center it again. You don't have to center it, but I always do. And then, meaning that I press the center key on the machine to get the needle back where it was, which is right here. Right here. And now it's all set to stitch, so I will go ahead and stitch this out and show you the final product. Thought I'd show you the last few stitches on this. Here it is, all done, ready to be trimmed on the back, and looks really good. And then I need to trim one little piece of thread up there. You maybe can't even see it, but otherwise, this turned out real nice. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and learned something new, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to be notified of future videos. Happy stitching! Bye!